In this lecture series, we will see the implementation of every method in ArrayList. Here we will discuss 12 methods regarding to ArrayList. Okay, fine. First, I am declaring the ArrayList variable new ArrayList. Okay. Previously, we told that if we want to store heterogeneous data, then there's no need to declare the type of this array list. If we want to store like only integer types value, then we should declare it like integer and integer. Okay, we will see it later. For now, we just remove it. Okay, now first of all, I want to use this method, okay, this function like list dot add. Here you see this object e. Okay, here then if we want to store like integer 3, then we are storing a float value like 4.4. then we will store a string value, string types object like Rahul. If we want to store null value, okay, it is also accepted by ArrayList. Null. If we want to store duplicates value, like we want to add 3, previous time we already add 3 here. Okay, 3, fine. Then we will just see the output of this array list. Okay, and list. Here you see 3 and 3 is also available. Okay, this is for allowing the duplicate value. Here is null. Okay, now we have completed number one function, and number 2 is, so we want to declare it like 1 dot add e. E is for any types of object. Okay, any types of object, like in this value it is integer types. Fine, it is integer types, but you can say here I am using 3, but it is not an object type. But you know, from Java 1.5, the concept introduced autoboxing, right? Autoboxing. This primitive data is automatically convert into a wrapped typed object. Fine, that means this int is converted already in these types. Okay, now we will see the next method. What is our next method? Our next method is add index values and key element. Object types and element is the variable. Okay, now we can declare it as list dot add. You can see here int index. Okay, int index and element. Fine. Here I want to store in number 0 1 2 3. In number 3 index I want to store the value like Rudro Dhar. Okay, now now here you can see if we print the list, you can see here the null value, here the null value is shift in right and Rudrodhar is placed in the index number 3, right? Index number 3. Okay, number 3 is size method, size function or method, list dot size, sorry, list dot size. Okay, actually I want to declare it like in a single line, list dot size. Fine, here you can see the size. Okay, I want to use it next line. Okay, the size is 6. Why 6? Because 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 0 1 2 1 2 3 is 1 4 5 and 6. Okay, and number 4 is empty method. Okay, that means we want to see is like list dot is empty. Here we can see it is returning false. It is returning false because here is some existing data. Okay, now number 5 is remove index. Okay, we can remove any object housing their index value. Okay, like say list dot remove. If I want to remove this object, then 0 1 2 3 number 3 index I have to pass. Then print the list. Here you can see sorry, here you can see okay. Here you can see the Rudradhar is not exist here. Fine. Okay, next method is 6 is remove, and I have to pass the value or data that I want to remove, like list dot remove here this object. Fine. What is the object? I want to remove this name, like Rahul. Okay, I want to remove it. Fine. Then if I print it, I can see that the Rahul is not exist here. Okay, Rahul is not exist in here. Right. Now function number 7 is set. Set is actually representing an action for replacing the data. Like here I have to pass index and the object. Okay. Look here, I want to replace null value to null value, then 0 1 2 number into index. I want to replace null value with, say, row v. Okay, row v. What's the problem? Okay, sorry. So, list dot set. Okay. Then this out list. Okay, now we can see that null value is replaced by row v. Okay, now sorry, this kind of problem. Okay, now I want to use the method get. Right, then number 8 is get. Here I have to pass the index. Okay. For this, for int I equal to 0, list dot size I plus plus. Okay, then this list dot get the index value. Fine. You can see here that every value is representing here. Okay, and next number 9 is contain. Okay, contain here is the object or element. Okay, so sys out list dot contains, say, row v. Okay, row v object. Then we can see here it is showing true because row v is existing. Okay, for now I want to store two homogeneous array list, two homogeneous data in two different array list. Okay, so for that I want to declare it here I am declaring the variable here only for making the lecture series easy, but in practical it is not recommended to declare any types of variable in the any types of variable in mid level. Okay, so if I say list 1 equal new array list, I want to store only string types. Okay, or for make it easy, I want to store the integer types. Okay, you can use these integer or you may not, it is optional. Okay, now sorry, we have to make another array list like array list integer. This is list 2 new array list. Here I can say integer. Okay, now I want to store some integer value in list 1. Okay, in list 1 like 1 1. Okay, then list 1 dot add 1 1 1, list 1 dot add 1 1 1 1. Okay, sys out list 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, next item is list 2 is add 2 2, list 2 dot add 2 2 2, and list 2 dot add 2 2 2 2. Okay, and if we want to print it like list 2, then we can see this value. Now what I want to show here, that for using the method, method number 10, add all. Fine, add all. Okay, now we can see it here, collection all types of data extends integer types. Okay, for this, if we use this method, the one list will be add to another array list, one array list add with another array list. Okay, what I mean is, if I say I'm using list 1 dot add all, fine, add all list 2. Okay, then if I print the list 1 and we will print list 2. Okay, here I am using list 1 list1 dot add all list2. That means list2 will add at the end of list1. Okay, let's see. Here you can see first list. This is first list and this is second list. Okay, and this is the second list. Fine. If I say here I am using list2 dot add all list1, then the scenario will be opposite. Okay, for here I am using list1 dot list2. Fine. Now number 11 method is add all. Here index collection all types of the extends integer same. Here if we want to add a list to the another list, but from any individual index, what I say is list1 dot add all index. Here you can see I want to store second list from the second index of first array list, right? Second index. So then I want to first index. Okay, actually this is second index 0 1. Now if we pass here list 2 and print it like that, list 1 and list 2, here you can see that here you can see 1 1, then 1 1 is here, and then from index number 1 this list is here. Okay, this list is here, and after all the list, because we previous time we add to list, that value is stored here. Okay. And the last item is clear method 12 clear. We can write like list dot clear. Clear method will remove all the objects from any entity like list1 dot clear and list2 dot clear. Okay, now if you want to show list 1 and list 2, okay, you can see everything is empty. Okay, so in this lecture we have covered 12 methods of ArrayList. This is the all times used. That method is always used in ArrayList that I just show. But there's many more method